welcome back to another brand new Motogp 24 video. Now today we have another update. Of course it is Thursday, so we get some milestone goodies. Now, just quickly before we get into the improvements, I'm just going to run you through what the current versions of each game you should be seeing. So if you are on PlayStation, 01.07, Xbox is 1.007.000, and if you are on PC, it is 1.0.0.10. Now, the improvements are as followed. I'm going to run you through quickly what they are. Improvement on timed sessions. Qualifying was too easy compared to the race with the adaptive AI enabled. Improvement on career mode. Bike development was not correctly managed with adaptive difficulty. Fixed problem where respawning a player would cause impeding penalty. Retuned the weather probabilities. Adaptive difficulty. Balanced some bikes into quick modes. Removed AI performance degradation on straights at low difficulty. Rebalanced adaptive difficulties during races. Minor fixes on numbers and logos. And just a final one, minor fixes. Now, we're going to go back through them one at a time, and I'm going to just quickly kind of give my thoughts on them. So, improvement on the time session. So, qualifying were too easy compared to the race difficulty with the AI. So, hopefully now with the adaptive AI, they are just more consistent throughout the weekend, because you would be maybe 6th, 7th in the normal adaptive AI modes in free practice, and then you get to qualifying and you're either way too fast or way too slow, but in the race they're all up and down. So hopefully that will balance out the adaptive AI and just make it a bit more playable, because I know at the start a lot of people play with it and were really enjoying it, but just as the further into the career mode, it just got a bit buggy and a bit kind of inconsistent, and that ruined the immersion. So a lot of people went back to the slider. Improvement on career mode. Bike development was not correctly managed with adaptive AI. So that just sounds like a small bug where if you had the adaptive difficulty on, the bike development wasn't correctly managed. So again, props to them for spotting that and fixing that. Fixed problem where respawning a player will cause impeding. Now that's really big. So online, if you crash in front of someone, or if you crash in qualifying, in career mode, or any mode really, as soon as you crash in front of someone, it's nearly immediately an impeding penalty regardless of what you've done. So they've like rebalanced the impeding, which was really a really good one. Retuning of the weather probabilities. That's just kind of a bit of balancing of the weather. Nothing to be said about that. Adaptively balance some bikes and quick modes again. They've just probably brought them up to what the bikes are currently. Removed AI degradation on the straights at low difficulty. This again is a pretty nice one. So if you are playing on a lower difficulty, the lap time won't be lost on the straights. It'll be in the corners, which is what you want to see. They will go full throttle, of course, still on the straights. And rebalance adaptive AI during races. So again, that's kind of going back to what we saw in the first point, where it just throughout the whole weekend, including the races, they'll be just a bit more sensible. So they've obviously gotten all the data from everyone playing and kind of put it back into the game for improvements, which is great. Now this one is really interesting as well, is the minor fixes on numbers and logos. For me, I'm hoping that the custom numbers are bigger. We're going to try that out straight away. And then again, just minor fixes, so we don't really know what that is going to be. But that is still nice. Now, last time we got an update, I did go and ask Milestone in their Discord what actually are these minor updates or minor fixes and stuff like that. And they told me they're basically small things that, small kind of glitches in the game. So I'm going to try and change my number here in a second. I'm going to just kind of play around with some numbers and see if they look slightly better. Now, mine was custom made outside the game. I made mine in external software and was put into the game. That's why my number pretty much always looks good on all the bikes, because I can't stand having the small number. But we're going to play around with some other people's numbers and see if it is still fixed or broken. So here we are on the just kind of storefront, I suppose. And in fairness, they are definitely better sized. So you can see they look slightly better. Like that 9 there now, in fairness, is pretty nicely focused in on. So I must say that's an improvement. Now, yeah, we'll just apply this number for the sake of it. When we come back out of it, we're going to just change bike. Or to change bike again. Oh, it's not in the preview. So we're just going to scroll down. And yeah, it looks pretty decent on most bikes. Maybe the KTM there for some reason looks a bit small. Get on the brilliance of that. So it looks pretty consistent across the board, really, that people's numbers seem a bit better. Again, let me know in the comments if it's not the same for you, because for me it seems better. Now, so always after these updates, I'm always very skeptical that they have snuck a few sneaky things into the back of the game just to change the physics slightly without saying it. I was assured by the admin last time that they haven't changed anything, and a lot of people are complaining that the brakes feel different. So I'm going to pick Frankie Morbley. We're going to go to Mugello. I'm going to do a few laps, see if I feel like the physics have changed, and I will report back with good or bad news. So I only did the one lap, and I can tell straight away it hasn't changed at all. So the physics, thankfully, have not been altered. That's always my fear when I make these videos, that we're going to do 1 or 2 laps towards the end of the video, and then I see that the physics have changed massively. So thankfully you haven't. What I want to do from you guys is want to let me know in the comments what you think of the adaptive. Try it out yourselves and come back to me. I personally am going to stay away from it now and just see what the feedback from the community is going to be like, because I'm just overall not too sure. Is it worth going back to it? I felt like when I had the adaptive AI, it'll always kind of make you win in a way. You can kind of trick it, so I'm maybe thinking maybe it's not the best thing for creating other stuff, but I'm open to your feedback of what you think of it now after it's been slightly adapted and more, and we've more data on it, so surely it should be a bit more accurate now and should give you better racing. Because I know at the start the whole point was that every racetrack you go to, you'll have really good consistent racing. So hopefully now that it has been altered, that it should be there. Now I'm going to end today's video there. Hope you have enjoyed. Let me know about any other changes in this video. If you want any more questions or anything else, just let me know in a comment down below. But anyway, that is all from today. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Slán go fóill.